Students, last time we have discussed some graphs, distance to time and velocity to time graph, which were different type of graphs represented the position, different position of the object. Now, from this graphical method, we can also determine the velocity, the position, and the relation between them. Now, 8.5, point number 8.5, equations of motion by graphical method. When an object moves along a straight line with uniform acceleration, assume that कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है वो एक स्ट्रेट लाइन पे यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन से मूव कर रही है. It is possible to relate its velocity, acceleration and during motion and the distance covered by it in the certain time interval by a set of equations known as the equation of motion. So we are now derive the equations of motions. They are v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and 2as is equal to v square minus u square. In your textbook, page number 107. Now, we know that u is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity, a is the acceleration, t is the time. So we can say that an object which moves with uniform acceleration a for time t, v is the final velocity and s is the distance traveled by the object in time t. कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u से वो मूव कर रही है, जो t जितने टाइम के दौरान, मतलब इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम t, it attain its final velocity v, and during this its acceleration is a. Now, the equation 8.5, v is equal to u plus at, describes the velocity time relation. 8.6 represent position time relation, and 8.7 represent the relation between the position and velocity. All of these reactions can be derived by graphical method. So this is the graph. Consider now first equations for velocity to time relation. Okay, we draw this graph. This is velocity to time graph, v, and this is time t. The body moves with uniform acceleration. The graph of this velocity to time for this body is just like this. Now, A, B is the graph and O is the origin. Initial velocity at A is u. Now, we draw a perpendicular from B to x-axis. This is perpendicular from to the x-axis from B. Suppose this is C. Now, here we draw A from a perpendicular from A to BC. It is D. And from B a perpendicular draw to y-axis is E. Now the graph is just like this. So we can say that when object reaches at B, its velocity will be V. It is the initial velocity when objects start to move. It is U, initial velocity, and it reaches B, its velocity will be V. And this is time t. So this is the time t at C. So we can determine within the time interval OC how much distance in this how much distance by the object is covered. Now first equation, consider the velocity to time graph of the object that moves under uniform acceleration as shown in the diagram. So figure 8.8 similar to figure 8.6. Okay, this is the 8.6. This figure 8.6. It is similar figure. From this graph you can see that initial velocity of the object is u. The velocity changes at a uniform rate a. The perpendicular line BC and BE are drawn from B on the time and the velocity axis respectively. This is the time axis, perpendicular to the time axis and perpendicular to the velocity axis. So that the initial velocity is represented by OA. Initial velocity OA. This is the initial velocity and this is the final velocity OV. So that the initial velocity is written by OA and final velocity by BC. BC or OE both are the same because they are parallel and equal in length. And the time interval T is represented by OC. This is the time interval. Also the time interval determined by AD also, because both are them are parallel as well as same size. Now BD. So we can write that BC is equal to BD plus DC. BD plus DC. We can also write BD. DC. DC is equal to OA. This is BC. Now, BC is equal to V as we have discussed here. The final velocity is represented by BC. Final velocity means V. BC or OE both are parallel to each other and both are similar in size. So we can write BC is V. It is BD plus OA. OA means U. So this U changes its side. So BD is equal to V minus U. Now acceleration. we can write the formula of acceleration. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken, time interval. So change in velocity means BD. BD is the change in velocity and time is OC. OC is equal to BD means V minus U and OC means T. OC means T. So now T is multiplied with A. T is equal to V minus U. It means V is equal to U plus AT. This is our first equation. This is the relation of time to velocity. Velocity to time relation. This is our equation number first. So A is equal to V minus BD is equal to V minus U upon T. AT is equal to V minus U. So BD is equal to V minus. Now T is multiplied with A. AT is equal to V minus U. Hence, if the side of U is changed, so minus U is added to AT. So U plus AT is equal to V. So this is our first relation, velocity to time relation. Now, the other relation is position to time relation. So we have same graph here. We have same description of this graph. Just we have discussed earlier. So consider that the object has traveled a distance s. Now position means distance traveled. Position means distance traveled. The position means distance traveled, and distance traveled is the area enclosed within the graph AB and x-axis. So this is the area represent as the distance traveled by the object. So position to time. So distance traveled is equal to area enclosed under graph. So what is the area? O, A, B, C and O. O, A, B, C, O. It is trapezium. O, A, B, C, O. It is a trapezium. So area enclosed under the graph. Now, here we have one triangle and a rectangle. Now area of triangle plus area of rectangle is equal to area of trapezium is equal to area of rectangle OADC plus area of triangle ABD. Now area of rectangle, so OA into OC. Length and breadth and length. OA means breadth and OC is length. Plus area of triangle 1/2 base. Base means AD and height BD. Is equal to OA. OA is equal to U. OC is equal to T. AD means OC is equal to T. And BD, this is BD. BD is equal to V minus U now it is UT plus now V minus U is equal to V minus U is equal to AT. Put this V minus U as AT. It is UT plus 1/2 AT square, and distance traveled is called S. So S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square. This is the relation of position to time. So position to time relation. Now by the same graph we derive the relation of equation for relation of position to velocity. Position to velocity relation, we have same graph. I draw it roughly. This is time and this is velocity, and under this graph the area of this region is called distance traveled. From the same graph, the distance traveled by the object in time t moving under the uniform acceleration A is given by the area enclosed within the graph. So O, A, B, C, D, same thing. The area distance travel is equal to area of OA, OABCO. It means trapezium. Now we have direct formula also, the area of trapezium. The area of trapezium is addition of parallel side upon 2 into distance between this parallel side. Addition of parallel side, it is OA plus BC. into distance between parallel side AD. Now OA is equal to U. BC means V, 0 to V, BC, V upon 2 into AD. AD is equal to T, but A is equal to V minus U upon T, and therefore T is equal to V minus U upon A. Put this value of T in this equation. Distance travelled is equal to, we write U plus V or V plus U, both are the same thing. V plus U upon T into V minus U upon A. Now, by the rules of mathematics, identity, A plus B, A minus B, A square minus B square, V square minus U square upon 2A, and so 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. This is the third derivation. It is the relation between position and velocity. So these three relations can be asked 3 marks. So please practice these three derivations for the exam. Now, thank you.